She didn't whisper it. She didn't hesitate. She stared straight into the dark sky and said the words everyone fears to even think. "I've had enough," she said. "I'm done with silence. I'm done with waiting. If you're real, show me. If not, I don't care anymore." For a moment, heaven was silent. Her name was Mara. She was 32, with dark hair tied back in a loose braid, sharp brown eyes, a quick mind that had seen too much disappointment. Her hands were rough from years of hard work, her shoulders tired, her heart heavy with loss. Mara had prayed before. She had prayed when her mother died. She had prayed when her business collapsed. She had prayed when nights dragged on longer than days, and the loneliness became unbearable. Nothing changed. So tonight, standing alone in the quiet of her small courtyard, she tried something different. She didn't kneel. She didn't whisper. She didn't even cry. She spoke with all the frustration, anger, and honesty she could summon. "If you're really there," she said, voice trembling yet defiant, "then you're either cruel or you don't care. I've done everything right. I've obeyed, I've prayed, I've begged, and nothing. Are you even listening?" The words left her mouth without hesitation. No thunder clapped. No voice boomed. Nothing. Mara laughed bitterly. "Figures," she muttered. She turned to go inside, expecting to feel relief, revenge, something. Instead, she felt an unfamiliar weight settle over her. It was heavy. Not frightening, but impossible to ignore. That night, sleep eluded her. Every shadow in the room reminded her of what she had said. Not because she felt guilty, but because, for the first time in years, she felt exposed. By morning, the world seemed unchanged. But Mara noticed little things. Her neighbors smiled at her when they usually avoided eye contact. A job opportunity appeared that had seemed impossible the day before. A random stranger offered her kindness, unprompted, unexpectedly. She couldn't explain it. Nothing had changed outwardly, yet everything felt different. Mara returned to the courtyard that night, this time quieter, almost whispering. "I didn't mean it the way it sounded," she said, "but I'm tired of being ignored. I'm tired of feeling invisible. If you exist, I need to know you're there." Still no voice. Still no thunder. Just silence. But Mara realized something. God had been listening the entire time. Not to her anger, but to her pain. Not to her insults, but to her honesty. Days passed. The change was subtle at first. Doors that had always been closed opened. People treated her with unexpected respect. Her own heart began to soften. And then came the test. A moment in life when Mara's honesty would collide with consequence. She was asked to take on a responsibility she feared would break her. A chance to lead, to risk everything she had rebuilt. Her first instinct was doubt. Her first thought was fear. Her second thought, a memory of that night. The night she insulted God to his face. The night she finally spoke her heart, raw and unfiltered. She understood then that honesty carried weight. Not punishment, not judgment, weight. And weight meant responsibility. Mara accepted. She acted with courage she didn't know she had. And as she did, she realized something most people never do. God doesn't fear your anger. God fears your silence. Weeks turned into months. Every time Mara faced frustration, every time life tried to push her back into despair, she remembered the night she dared to speak her mind. And every time, she felt strength rising inside her, just when she needed it most. She began to share her story quietly, not as a lesson to others, not as a sermon, simply as truth. Being honest with heaven doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. And sometimes, being human is exactly what God wants. Some people think God leaves when you speak in anger. Some people think honesty will push him away. But the truth is different. Sometimes, God stays quiet, so you can finally hear yourself. Sometimes, he lets your words hang in the air, so you can learn what you truly need. Sometimes He doesn't change your situation because the change must happen in you first. Mara insulted God. She dared to speak the words most fear. And in that moment, she didn't receive what she wanted. She received something far greater: insight, strength, clarity, and courage. So if you're standing there right now, angry, frustrated, praying, and not seeing change, remember, Mara, your prayers may not alter the path. They may not bend reality to your will, but they will shape you. They will prepare you for the road you need to walk. Because sometimes, God's greatest work happens on the path you never wanted to take.